Responsible Irresponsible podcast. This week we have a very special guest, Twitch streamer and content creator Big Cheese.
Big Cheese, what's up? Say what's up to the people.
Greetings.
Greetings.
I'm over here being so short. You looking at the monsieur himself. How y'all doing?
Doing good, man. We're doing good.
Doing good.
But yeah, before I get started, get into the questions and stuff, just want to go ahead and make sure, clarify everybody's good. Hopefully everybody's, hanging in, doing all right during these times. Big Cheese, glad to hear that you and the family are doing well. But hey, man.
Quarantine squad.
Yeah, club quarantine, man. Social distancing, people.
Yep.
So
I'm breathing. I'm good.
Hey, I hear you. So Cheese, man. Listen, man, I got a chance to meet you, a little while ago.
Yeah.
And lately I've been, get a chance to finally sit and watch you work. Your Twitch account is something to behold. Could you kind of like speak to the people of like what made you want to start streaming?
Well, yeah, I started streaming around 2013. Because I was doing YouTube first. Like I was heavy on YouTube. I was doing parodies. I was doing like battle rap mixes and like some of my own songs and vlogging. I was doing all type of things as far as YouTube. And I was like trying to find ways to stream like live. Back in like 2008, 2009, it was called Justin.tv. That's what Twitch name was before they changed. And like at first I was like, this is way too confusing. I can't do this. I'm gonna go back to YouTube. But then after a while I was like, okay, let me try once again, and when I got back to Twitch when they renamed it, everything was like simplified. I was like, okay, how is it I have a computer science degree, but I don't know how to stream? So once I got everything together, I was like, okay, let's get started. Let's have some fun. Let's see what we can do here. The first year, by any year, when you first start something, you gotta train your mind, you gotta train your body for it, you gotta get used to the things that that you've never done before. And that was my first year. After that first year, I got partnership with Twitch. And
Oh wow.
since then I was like, okay, we're just gonna keep pushing with this, keep pushing. Around 2016, I stopped, due to 2014 actually, that year that my brother passed, got arrested. So that's what I was like, okay, this is like a whole year that's like I was just down right now.
Yeah.
And then like 2 years I was that way. Then 2017 I was like, you know what? Let's kick it up a notch. We got an opportunity to do what we love to do. Let's do it. So for the past 2.5 years, I've just been pushing on Twitch, and my numbers have grown completely like out of the frame. Like my first year back, 2017, was like an average of like 7 viewers, and then 2018 was like 18 viewers, and then 2019 it went from that to like 81 viewers average.
Dang.
And now I don't even know where I'm at. I just know I'm there. But like it's like when you build that consistency and you build a community, you will definitely know that you have something going. And sometimes like it's not microwavable, like it's an oven roast, and that take a long time to cook. But some people have it, some people don't. But you just got to keep pushing.
Yeah.
So that's my journey on Twitch.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Could you also speak to, I know you talking about the end, like, that community that you built through, the time that you put in and the showing the consistency and day in and day out, showing up.
Right.
Could you speak to how you, you kind of built that community from the ground up?
Yeah. Like to be honest with you, like you don't think that when you start doing videos or you start doing streams that you will actually have a community. You just think that you have a lot of people that love your work, and some of them are a fan of it, some of them may not be. and it's like you don't think of a community, but then you find yourself giving that community a name or giving people a name when they come and watch your video or they come to your streams. So it's like, what's going on, Cheeseheads? How y'all doing? Big Cheese here. This is a different video. Or when you start the stream, what's going on, Cheeseheads? Hope y'all had a wonderful day. Let's have some fun. Leave your troubles out the door because they ain't coming in here. So it's that type of thing.
Yeah.
And then it grows like they're used to being called Cheeseheads or saying like welcome to Cheddarville or you are part of Cheese Crust. Like this is my community names. but
Yeah.
but like these are things that you don't really find yourself saying or doing until you like realize you really do have a community. Like that first person that follows your channel or subscribe to your channel, part of the community, and there's no time limit on it. People come, people go, but the ones that's there, they're gonna stick with you as long as you continue to be consistent and treat them right.
Yeah, it's special.
That's what's up, man. Wow.
I guess I'm doing a good job. Treat my people right. They're still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at your growth, and like you said, you grew pretty fast. Considering some of these streamers, they stream for years and years and they don't get anything. They stay at 10 viewers,
Right.
and then but yeah, your growth was amazing. I was looking at kind of some of your analytics and kind of got jealous because I myself was I tried doing the streaming for about 2 years, and because I'm a big gamer. I love playing games. That's my pastime. That's what I love to do. And when I found out about streaming, I loved watching other people play. So I was like, you know what? Let me try this out. What can go wrong? Just trying out.
Right.
And I went in, I went full, 2 feet in. I did all my overlay stuff. I did all, looked up the YouTube videos, how to become a successful streamer. I did all that. And I started out, pretty strong. And then I got discouraged because, I was getting 0 viewers. Like nobody was coming. Like people would come in and out but no one was staying. And I was just like, man, this is really depressing. But
yeah, that can happen. That can definitely happen.
So I mean, as I was going about it, I enjoyed it, but then I started like losing enjoyment in it, and kind of now I'm kind of at peace with it not streaming, because I just kind of find out that I went into it not because I enjoyed streaming. I went into it thinking I could gain that community immediately, because I love that prospect of having a community and like having people I can go in and be like, oh yeah, what's up, welcome to the stream, let's play some games, let's have some feedback. I love that.
Right.
But I wasn't willing to wait for that, I guess. And I found out that going on that I'm a very competitive gamer, and when I game I tend not to talk at all. So, and people don't like that. So I guess I wasn't cut out for it, but.
Well, I can say this. I've had those moments too, where it's like, ain't nobody in here. and like it happens, and it's like it can be discouraging. And it can lead to depression if that's like people that's passionate about it, or people that's looking to, find something from streaming. Because you got to admit, like everybody's doing something for a reason. If it's not for money, it's for clout. If it's not for clout, it's for, just for fun. If it's not just for fun, then it's just there. But overall, everybody has like the same mission. They're trying to figure out what can they do, or how can they be able to become successful as far as a streamer, as far as a content creator, as far as being an influencer. People, and I think the crazy thing is people rank their success by the numbers. They go by results. They don't go by consistency. They go by results. And when you go by results, you're going to fail. Because a lot of people want to be like, hey, I want these type of numbers by this time. I want this type of numbers by that time. And as stated before, it's microwavable.
Mhm.
like don't count your eggs before they hatch.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I did that before, and I was like, why my views going down? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Like my you like I say, like my YouTube channel. This is where I made like the biggest mistake of my life. Let me tell you this, and this is why I got depressed.
All
Um,
right.
on YouTube, I had one channel,
Mhm.
and then that one channel became 6 channels
Oh.
because I was trying to get partnership, right? Trying to get it.
With
I
YouTube?
Yeah, with YouTube, and like this is like
Okay.
around 2009, 2010, around that time frame.
Mhm.
The person that I spoke with said, "Go ahead and create different channels for the different things that you do." Oh,
Mhm.
like to get partnership? Okay, cool. And when I did that, it separated, my subscriber numbers on each
Yeah.
channel. I can tell people, hey, I got 5 different channels, and they all
Mhm.
have over 5,000 subscribers. But I'm always gaming. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the 5 channels were gaming, parodies, vlogs, hip hop. What else I was doing? Oh, like battle rap mixing and skits. So like I did like a couple of skits and whatnot, like the voiceovers way before Tony Baker. You know what I'm saying? No, but that's my guy right there. Shout out to Tony Baker. But like I was doing stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And when I realized that I made the biggest mistake of my life was that somebody hit me saying, "Why do you have 5 channels? Don't you
Yeah.
see that you're separating your fan base instead of
Yeah.
having them all on one channel, making one topic? You have them separate. So you have to upload this video to this channel, then this video to that channel. It's like it gets tiring."
Mhm.
And I was like, I ain't tired. I never get tired. I'm Kevin Gates. Boom, 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 boom. I was just uploading stuff all the way. And then I started getting fatigued because I'm like, man, this is tiring.
Yeah.
And so I realized I was like, dang, I may have made the biggest mistake in my life because I separated my numbers, and now YouTube is based on how many numbers you have in total on one channel.
Yep.
Yep.
So here I am with over 30, 40,000 subscribers, all in between 5 different channels.
Yeah.
So now, how can I tell YouTube or ask YouTube, hey, can you merge all these accounts into one?
Nope.
Because I look at this. This is me. This is me. I can verify this is me, but
Yeah.
can't do that.
Nope.
So now I see myself pulling all of my videos down, downloading them and then re-uploading them to my biggest channel.
Mhm.
This is difficult as hate because how can I tell people that was on those different channels, hey, new video, I'm shutting it down. I needed to go here and check all the other videos that I had up out. Like
Yep.
it was a bad move. However, I'm not going to stop making videos. I will bounce back. And when I do bounce back, y'all gonna be happy. Y'all gonna be proud of me.
I love
Oh
it.
yeah.
I love it. That's what's up.
So
Yeah. And throughout like getting into this kind of social media atmosphere and trying to get into it more of being a face instead of just someone that's scrolling,
right.
you see a lot of, you know, when people like you, they like your videos for you, not really for the stuff you make so much. I mean, yeah, that has a lot to do with it. But when I mean, I'm an avid YouTube user. I love YouTube. I get involved with the people I like. And when I find someone I like them because of their personality. And I tend to like everything they do, whether they do the gaming, stream, skits, or stuff like that. So it's like, so yeah, I mean, I can imagine people find your videos on like Big Cheese rapping, and they're like, oh man, I like this guy, and then they're watching those videos on there, but they don't realize, okay, they have all these other channels, and then people are so lazy now, they're not gonna want to go to all these different channels. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like,
Yes.
man,
Really make it.
how many channels you got? 8, man. No, I'm good. No, just one channel.
you only get one subscribe.
Right. One subscribe, one channel. Fix it up.
Yeah.
Do something.
But see, the cool part about that situation, though, I mean, of course, it's frustrating because they're so spread out. But the important part there is that like you have the mind to be able to to produce content on various different
Yeah.
things at a high level. So like that's amazing in itself. Like, can you speak to like where did you get your ideas, or what made you want to start creating content like that?
My brain cells. But no, if like if I could just sit back and just like think about like the people that I like, the individuals that I've literally started with as far as YouTube. Like think about Dashi, um Higa. I'm thinking about like individuals that started on
Hmm.
YouTube before it was like sent over to Google. Um,
Mhm.
I started around that time frame, and we all came with our own ideas. Some of them, like some of us were successful, some of us were not. And like you build up influence by the people that you have been around for the longest, and then you decide, okay, hey, let me check some new people out, and then you're influenced by them too.
Yeah.
So like I said, with Dashy XP, know how crazy he is. What up, it's Dashy, you know how he is. And and then like I said, he was doing his own little thing. Um, the crazy thing is, like I was influenced by people younger than me, like Reggie Coos. That's my guy right there.
Oh,
Mm.
word, yeah.
Love that guy, man. And it's a lot. It's like a lot of people that you watch, and it's like, wow, look how far they progressed, man. That's motivation right there. That's
Mhm.
like, and then like the creativity around it is like, wow, they did this. All right, cool. Let's see if we can chop it up with them. See if we can be able to get some ideas going. So sometimes some ideas come from yourself. Sometimes they come from other people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Like,
speaking a little bit on that, you started. You're saying you started YouTube, but in '09, you said.
no, I started YouTube. Like, this is gonna reveal my age. 2006,
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
you're there from
day
basically the
one.
beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, day two for me, but day one. Like I said, this was when like you had the opportunity to do the things that you love doing, as far as like dancing and all the
Hmm.
other stuff, without all these copyright. You know, like everything you do, copyright. Bow. Hey, how you doing? Copyright. You say it hi. That's my word. It's a patent.
Yep.
Like you, like
Mhm.
so many copyright things now happening. It's like you got to be careful what you say or do now.
Yeah. You gotta say how you say it too.
Right.
So speaking a little bit on that, since you mentioned it, the change that YouTube has made and the way they handle their content creators now, I'm I haven't been a content creator until recently,
Right.
but I've been following very avid, like the people I grew up listening to and watching to, like Ray William Johnson, Filthy Frank, Max Mofo, anything reviews, those kind of people that did that really edgy humor.
Right.
And they were what I thought they were the meat. They were pure creativity because they did what they were passionate about. And now I feel like YouTube has changed so much that it's like, no, we don't really, want you to express yourself. We want you to express what we want you to do, kind of thing. So like,
Mm.
since you've been there since the beginning, what is your like take on how YouTube has changed throughout the years, and do you think they've gone in the right direction, or do you think they've gone in the wrong direction?
Wrong
Yeah.
direction. The second that they decided, hey, we don't want you to express yourself. We don't want you to express your opinion. We just don't want you to
Mm-hmm.
do what
Mhm.
you do. And that was the end of you in YouTube. Like
Yep.
it's no longer YouTube. It's no longer what you create. No longer
Yep.
what you
Is
have
Google Tube.
done. Yeah. So, and like I said, it all started. It all started when money came into the picture. When money came into the picture, greed begins.
Mm-hmm.
What I
Mhm.
mean by that is the second that advertisements took over, YouTube was over.
Yep.
it should have been called AdTube, to be honest with you. Because
Yep.
what's crazy is that the individuals that made all those videos sacrificed hours and hours and hours of making video projects.
Mm-hmm.
It's all because of us. You see what I'm saying? It's all because of us that YouTube is at the level that it's at. And for
Yeah.
YouTube to just give us they gave us the backhand. They didn't want no fingerprints on our face. They gave us the backhand and was like, thank you. We have all the advertisers that we need now. And then we're going to take advantage of that by putting them on your channel. And we don't care what you think about it.
Because they kind of monopolized the market too, so they
Yeah.
could do that. At that
Yeah.
point, they gave you the backhand, and they're like, you leave if you want to, but you're not going to find this anywhere else.
Right. And people tried to leave. Like, vid.me was created, and then that got shut down after a couple of months because it is what it is. People went back to YouTube. And it's like, you people can create exactly what they want to create or want to try to create. But the reason why YouTube is so successful and where it's at is because of the fact that they started off on what other companies are already doing.
Yep.
Like when the new company start off, it's like, yeah, YouTube did all this already. You're gonna have to follow the same guidelines. If not, then guess what? It will be a lawsuit.
Yep. And YouTube, it's like it's so in your face. Like no one can really ignore YouTube, especially today. Like I don't care what you're doing. If you want to learn something, if you want to see something, it's gonna be on YouTube.
Right.
And I think going, forward, YouTube knew that, and they weren't threatened at all. Even if these big YouTubers went to make their own website or went to a different platform, they knew that it was only just a matter of time before they came back.
Oh yeah, of course. They definitely knew. Like they said, go ahead, test the waters. Go see other people. You'll never find nobody like me ever. You'll come back to me, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So my question to you guys is it salvageable? Can it be fixed, or is it too far gone?
It can be fixed, but not with the people that are running it right now. I think I don't know about Cheese, but I think it's an easy fix. It's just a matter of, like you said, money. It's not going to happen because the people that are, figuratively have them by the balls they're not going to want to change because that's how they're making their money.
Exactly. And if that's the way they're making their money, you don't expect no change no time soon because imagine losing the percentage of your money because you wanted to go by what the creators are saying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, you want me to lose 40% of my salary after I just got this increase? Eric, stop right there. So
yeah, it's man, it honestly makes me sad because there's so much potential in people for creativity, and there's so many. We've talked about this before on the podcast, but creativity is so different person to person because everyone is different, and that's what makes creativity so beautiful, is because you can watch something that something has worked hard on and created, and you can tell that, and that's their personality going through their work.
Right.
And YouTube has made it where if that person makes something that's their passion project, and they have something in there like, oh well, I don't like that, so you either change that, take it out, or no one's ever going to see this video.
Which is crazy because now they have to do approvals of that. It's like, okay, but why though? You've seen the video before it was even uploaded to the public. You've seen it, and what people don't think is like they don't do that. Yes, like when the second that you upload it, and it says processing, when it says processing, somebody's watching that video.
Yep.
So, it boggles me now that I see that, people are deciding to leave YouTube and go to other platforms. And now that, most of these big streaming platforms give you the option to upload videos, they have an option to leave as well.
Yeah.
Because you can stream live and you can upload videos. Combo.
I mean, I've told Cliff this before. I strongly believe in the near future there's going to be a some kind of platform that allows streaming and creative, creative video making, and makes it so that the creators are in control.
Right.
And once that is, made and they get the funding and they can deflect Google trying to shut them down, whenever that happens, that's going to be the new YouTube. That's going to be the new Twitch. That's going to be the new Mixer, because Twitch and Mixer are doing all right. Mixer, I think, a little more than Twitch right now, but like YouTube, like Twitch, like Mixer, they all have their limitations and their restrictions that are turning people away. So once there's that one platform that takes those restrictions away, but people can still make a living or make monetary value off what they make, that's going to explode.
That'll probably happen in the near future, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, I strongly agree. It's just they have to dodge and weave the corporate people that have the money and the resources to sweep them under the rug.
Another thing is that, like, creators gotta learn they got power too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got power. You are able to say, no, I don't want to monetize the video, because you guys, you make majority of the money from it because I put it on your platform. Yeah, I only get 50%, and then if I go through a partner program through an MCN, like a network, like Full Screen or somebody like that, I get less, because first it splits between Full Screen, and then Full Screen pays me 70% or 80% of the 50% I'm supposed to be getting from you guys.
Yeah.
So it's like strings being pulled everywhere. So it's like, how can I be able to just maintain, getting a good percentage as far as monetization?
Yeah, it's crazy. And I do kind of want to say congratulations. I did just see, I don't know if this was recent, but your G Fuel sponsorship. Was that recent?
Yeah.
Congratulations on that. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Wired.
That is really cool. But I kind of want to talk about that. Have you ever thought of signing with an MCN?
I did it before. A couple of times actually. The very first MCN that I signed to was Full Screen.
Okay.
And then what I realized. Oh, go ahead.
No. Go. I was just gonna ask you, like, what was your experience with that?
Well, at first it was exciting because, like, yeah, I'm part of an MCN, I'm part of a network now, and I'm working with other users, other creators, and I have this big network that gives us, a little bit of perks, on how to, like, get stuff going. At that time, it wasn't free access to games like it was today. Like today, you can be able to get access to games and opportunities, et cetera, and which I find cool, but is it really worth it?
Yeah.
Is it really worth only getting 70-80% of your 50%?
Yeah, I've also, because I've kind of dove into that atmosphere just a little bit, but I've heard from several YouTubers that MCNs typically try to take advantage of small YouTubers and basically force them into signing these contracts that just can literally choke them.
Yeah.
And I've heard lots of bad things about MCNs. I've heard some people thrive off of it, and then some people completely, can go bankrupt and, have to basically stop what they're doing once they're out of contract.
Yeah. Because of the fact that they signed a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
Like I did that myself too. Like learn from my mistakes. Don't ever sign a 2-year deal with the MCN. Like, don't ever do that. Like, it should be a month-to-month basis. Like, if you feel like you're not cutting it for the MCN, or they're not cutting it for you, like, you just cut ties right there. If you stay stuck in a contract and you're not happy, guess what? you're still stuck in that contract
Yep,
for the
you're
next
still
2 years.
stuck.
Yeah.
So be aware of that. Watch that. You don't want to get involved in that at all.
Yeah,
It's a trap.
and I think it's so terrible because these MCNs, I swear they must be working with YouTube, because YouTube is like, okay, we'll monetize your videos if you follow all these guidelines, and then after that you're only making this much money. But then these MCNs are like, hey, you want to make more money and not have to worry about YouTube's monetization, and they're like, yeah, sure. And then they are even putting you in a worse situation. So it's like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place if you try to do those things.
Yeah, and you're right. That's what makes it so bad to join the MCN, because they know, and they do work with YouTube directly. They do. It's like
Wow.
it's they have more of a contact with YouTube staff than the actual YouTube creator does, because they consider themselves to be a business,
Yeah.
and they can be able to sign as many people as they want as long as you fill their mind up with dreams.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? And it's a slap to the mouth of the other creators that really are passionate about it. And don't get me wrong, it's a good start,
Yeah.
if you're starting. But if you have grown so much to the point that you don't really need an MCN, then that's also fine.
Yeah.
Go through YouTube independently. You don't have to go through an MCN, because the same tool that the MCNs provide you can get for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You just know how to sell yourself. Once you learn how to sell yourself, guess what?
You
People
don't
are
need
going to
any
be
of it.
more interested in checking you out a lot more, or
Yeah.
checking out your content a lot more. And the more
You
you
get
have,
that. You get that G Fuel sponsorship.
yeah.
But hold on, speaking to that, I wanted, because I know we had talked about this when we had first met.
Yeah.
I definitely I love the way that you explained to me what it takes to basically create your brand off of what you do. And so if you could speak to that, like how Big Cheese became not just the person, but like the brand. Like I see your Twitter, your Instagram, your Twitch, everything is connected. It's all one, and it's just like it's all you still, but you've created it into this platform. Like if you could like just explain to us a little bit like how like what that process was like.
It was crazy. Because like, one thing is, you got to be able to build that brand to where people know your name.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say know your name, it's not just how can I say this? It's not like I told you, like it's not like a gamer tag XX. I'm
Yeah.
underscore that underscore boy underscore XX. Like, please, like when you create a name, I understand like you want to make it look cool or whatnot, but when you create a name, it's got to be a name that people can remember.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like mine was simple. Like the way I got my name is Big Cheese, and the reason why I got the name Cheese was because of my mentor BB, under an organization called Young Life. He was like, "Man, you always smiling, man. Why you always smiling?" Like, man, this is me. He's like, "Oh," he's like, "I'm gonna call you Cheese," and I'm big, obviously. And that's how I got the name Big Cheese. And
That's awesome.
the KIT behind that, it means keep in touch. But then I find
Okay.
myself like new people know, like coming to my channel or whatnot. They were like, "What's up, Big Cheese Kit?" I'm like, I'm like, roll with it. So
Roll with it.
so the kit now for me, because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna roll with it. The kit means like a bundle of entertainment, joy, fun, improvising, like musical, everything. Like it's just a bundle of
It's your
joy.
kit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this is my kit.
That's awesome.
Rock with it, roll with it. So
Got you.
it's two meanings to that.
Yeah.
Got you.
I also want to mention I love your message. You're trying to bring positivity, because that's my message too. I mean, I've mentioned it several times on the podcast that you know, in this world of just straight negativity, you take 2 seconds to go to Twitter and just find nothing but negative stuff.
Right.
But you have to take your time to find the positive, and I hate that. So any time we can bring positivity to the world or bring a smile to someone's face, that's special. So
Yeah.
I do appreciate that.
And most importantly, you're doing that being you. Like,
Yep.
how could you not commend that? Like, that's awesome.
Like that's what makes me special. They're like unapologetically me. You know, it's not like I'm not putting on
Yeah.
a facade. I'm not putting on anything. Like this is just naturally me. And, and you know, like as I get older, I do realize, you know, like cursing and all the other stuff there while streaming. You know, it's your option to do so,
Mhm.
but more opportunities come your way when people realize you are a family friendly streamer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you know it can be the other way around too, because when somebody see you as like hardcore and then all you're doing is man it's you know and it's like this dude's hardcore, let's get on our game, bro. Like you know it's crazy. But I prefer to go family friendly because I have nieces and I have nephews that watch me, you
Mhm.
know, and I don't want them saying something that I said. I was like, oh my god, I did say that the other day, huh?
Yeah.
And then I gotta tell them, don't say these words. But I learned it from you. No, you didn't. Men in Black, Flash. What did you learn? I went to school today. Okay, cool. That's all you need to know.
I also think it adds you know, you have to be, how to say this, just going out and I say like cursing and like just letting loose. I think there's a sense of laziness to that.
Right.
It takes more effort to, you know, watch what you say and make that funny, you know? And
Yeah.
I do think a lot of the times replacing those, you know, words with something else can be just adding to your content and adding to your personality. And that's fun to me. I like that.
I'm
Yeah,
on both
'cause-
sides of the fence here, but I'm all about good business. So I understand.
Understandable. But I mean, yeah, I mean, like, if I was to talk to you guys like back in 2016, 2015, like in a podcast like this, it would be totally different
Mm-hmm.
because, like I said, time takes you through journeys. You know, like
Yeah.
you grow, you learn things, you become accustomed to how things work. Um, you know, with me being a person of color, you know, growing up, working, everything has to be times two for me. And I said, scratch that. I want to do it like 4 times as much
Yeah.
because this is the effort I want to put in. This is what I want to show people. Like I am capable of doing this on a daily basis. You come into my stream, you're going to get the best day of your life. That's how I feel about
Yeah.
it. And
That's awesome.
and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I will take a positive reaction over a negative reaction any day.
Oh yeah.
Gotcha. And look, and while
That's
you're here,
awesome.
I gotta ask you about the sing-alongs. The sing-alongs is lit. All right.
Yeah.
So kudos before we even get to that. The sing-along is lit. Okay. It's bad fun. What made you start adding that into your repertoire?
Musically, I've been doing it for a while.
Uh-huh.
As far as like making songs and stuff like that. I was checking out a couple of YouTube channels. As far as like a looping station, because I never knew about a looping station. A couple of years ago.
Oh, they're elite.
And yeah, I was like, I was looking at this one individual from Russia that was using it. Markiplier. From New
Oh
The
York.
my
legend.
God,
Oh
that's
my
my
goodness, Mark.
man.
The
Yeah,
legend.
Mark.
Oh
That's
yes.
my guy.
Yeah, I love that guy. That dude is something special. And he had a couple of
He's
shows.
Italian, right?
Well, no, he's from New York, so I'm not sure if he's
He's
Italian or
from
not.
America.
Oh, I mean, obviously he lives in New York, but I think on
I
a
think he's
lot,
part Italian. Yeah.
yeah, on one of his, I've watched a couple of his interviews. He said, I think, yeah, you're right. He's from Russia, but he's Italian. That's where he got his last name from. But go on. I love him.
Yeah. So like I was watching like some of his videos. I'm like, this dude is jamming.
Legend.
Like
Talented, crazy.
like I think like the very first video I seen of him was on Facebook,
Hmm.
and the beat said go, and he had put the tunes in, and like it was so groovy. I like I gotta check this dude out. So I went to
He's
his
got some lungs on him too, man.
yeah
Holy moly.
yeah, and his YouTube channel. If you have not went to his YouTube channel to
It's
see his
crazy.
content, it's amazing and it's crazy. He had a couple of shows in
Elite.
Tampa I wanted to go to, and I was like, I gotta get to one of these shows.
Yes.
But I seen I seen that. I was like, you know what? I want to buy this looping station. What is this thing called? As soon as I found out what it was, I got the looping station. I got the keyboard. I got the
Yes.
Akai pad. I even got
That's dope.
I got the virtual transformer to switch up my voice. And I was
That's
like, let me
awesome.
try this out. And the very first thing I did, I was like, this is crazy, man.
I want to get one of those so bad. They're so much fun. I've played around with a couple of my buddies, and they're just I could just sit there for hours just do it myself. But I can imagine having other people in
Yeah.
there too.
Cause yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's
like
funny.
having people jump into like what you do and like tell them like put a word in the chat, or if you want your name freestyle, press one, and like I'm doing it while they're putting the stuff in there.
Yeah.
So it's so much fun because like if you think about it musically, I can play the keyboard by the tone. I can't
Mhm.
really play the keyboard like Mark does. Mark plays the keyboard like it's no tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that guy is amazing.
But like when it comes to like doing stuff like that, I'll definitely like I'll freestyle him. I'll tell you that. Let's go, Mark. Let's battle.
Yo, for real.
Let's get
That
this
would be
Instagram battle
That'd
elite.
going on.
Oh man, that'd be so legendary. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
but
Man,
he'll
shout out
kill
to
me
Mark.
though. Yeah, he'll kill me. I ain't gonna lie. I'll just do it for the fun of it, but he'll kill me. Um, but yeah, man, it's just that's how it all started. It's like just working on my creative mind and putting my creative mind to use. If you have a talent somewhere in your body, no matter what it is, express it, show it. You know,
Mhm.
if you want people to know who you are and want to build up your brand, that's how you do it. Show them what you're really talented in and keep doing it.
Man,
Mhm.
say that louder for the people in the back. Wow. Yes.
If you know what your talent is, go ahead and show it
Wow,
off and
man.
do it.
For real. And
Oh
so
man, that's awesome.
also to the point of being that we're kind of like in these odd times, like it's weird, it sucks, everyone's in the house.
Mhm.
Um, have you seen like an uptick on your Twitch account or your YouTube channels or anything? With there being more people at home, or have you decided to stream more often than usual?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now as far as the uptick, I can say that there are some people that come to my channel, their first time coming in and be like, "Yo, I'm new." I'm like, "Well, welcome to the quarantine club," like you said earlier.
Yeah, Club
Yeah.
quarantine. Yep.
Yep.
So, like, welcome. I know you're not used to being home right now, but here you are. Welcome to my channel. So
Yeah.
I try to welcome people to my channel in the best way possible, make them feel welcome with open arms.
Mhm.
And it happens. It's like we don't expect these type of things to happen. This big old
Nope.
pandemic. I feel like I'm on punishment. You can't go outside. Don't look at nothing. Don't touch nothing. Don't even breathe nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So with all this happening, you now have athletes, um, streaming. You now have actors and actresses streaming,
Hmm.
Yeah.
musical artists streaming, and like the network build right now is so good that people really don't have no choice but to be like, hey man, you want to play some games together?
Mhm.
Yeah, let's
Facts.
do this.
Facts.
So it's all about networking though, because some people consider themselves to be introverts
Mhm.
while they're in the house. Now I understand that, but if
Hmm.
people are on social media looking for opportunities to play games with you and you're still an introvert while in the house, something wrong.
No,
Like
that's a
you
fact. That's a
like
fact. Yeah.
you're not even near the person, but like you put your real life on a video game. Like, nah, 6 feet, you too close, man. Go over there and shoot somebody.
So I was looking at your analytics on Twitch.
Yep.
So I have to ask you, what happened February 16th? because you spiked to 1,300 average viewers.
Of 2019.
No, this year.
This year.
Yeah.
Two things. Black History Month.
Okay.
That event, and then what was it? Like I think it was Front Page.
Oh,
Front Page
nice.
opportunities. Yeah. So if it was like February of last year, because that's when it all started.
Mm-hmm.
Markiplier.
Yes. What? Tell me about that, because I was looking at the people that followed you,
Mhm.
and I saw Dr. Lupo, Markiplier,
Mhm.
and Lily Pichu, and
Yeah.
those are big names. So
Yeah.
tell me how that happened, because that's amazing.
So, first person, Markiplier. He was randomly watching people play Tetris, and
Okay.
I guess like he saw me, right? And on my title said 15 wins and counting. So as soon as he went on like my stream, I was singing the Tetris song, like, and I put like a little song behind it called "Spice It Up." So he was like, "I love this guy." And then not only that, when that occurred, I won the game as well. So with me winning the game, he sent everybody from his community over to me,
Oh, that's so cool.
and like he dropped a 50 subscribe bomb on my channel at that moment. I was like, "Are you?"
Wow.
And then I did the sub hype, because if you ever see me do sub hype, I get crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So he saw that, he was like, his mouth was wide open, like, what the? I was like, yo, Markiplier is watching me.
That's
Markiplier subbed my channel. Markiplier followed. Markiplier, man, what's going on? What's going on, man? What's going on? So that's where the real big spike began. Cause like I think
Yeah,
in
I
that moment,
bet.
at that moment I was like at 11,000 followers, and that went from 11,000 followers up to 15,000 followers in that month.
Oof.
I was
Sheesh.
like, thank you.
That's elite. That's so cool.
Well, yeah, I sent them all my message, and I was just like telling them thank you very much for the opportunity. I truly appreciate it. And
That's what's up.
since then, it's just been a wonderful journey, because after that came Dr. Lupo. Same
Okay.
game. Tetris 99. Favorite game. Best battle royale game of all time. I don't care about no Fortnite. Don't care. Nope, don't care. Um, so I was playing that, and he was watching me. He followed me, and then when it was like during a charity stream block, and my block was up, and people was like watching me playing Tetris. They were like, "This dude is insane!" And like somebody donated like $1,000 when I was doing my block. I was like, "It's over. That's it. I'm not doing it anymore. I reached my goal." And then I had went to Dr. Lupo's channel when he was doing his charity block, and he had like got over like $1 million or almost $1 million during his charity block. 4 hours, $1 million.
Jeez.
Wow.
And then when I went in there, he was like, "Chi," and he slammed on his desk. He said, "Chi, how are you so good in Tetris?"
That is awesome.
And then like he was telling people like follow me or whatnot, and he rated my channel a couple of times too. And I was like, what is going on, bro? Like, why is this happening?
That
And
is so cool.
that's blessings being counted.
For real,
Now,
man. That's so awesome.
Pichu, we did a
Okay.
co-op stream together on Twitch Sings.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap, that's
And
elite.
it was awesome because like she was doing, I think it was like a Beauty and the Beast song, and her dog kept messing with her. She was like, and while she was doing the voice acting on the song, like you could hear her like trying to be serious, but no, it's frozen. You can hear her trying to be serious, and then try to tell the dog, get out of the way. I'm doing a song, but we had so much fun. It was great, and
That's
I
awesome.
talked with her. I met her, and we're cool as well. Like she's awesome, and
That's awesome.
I've never thought that I would be at the level where I'm just so surrounded by people that really enjoy what I do, and I'm truly, truly, truly grateful for that.
That's awesome. Have you met anyone else from offline TV?
Huh. See, I met Lupo like 8 times. No, I met him at Guardian Con, GCX. I met him there first. I was nervous to talk with him because this is Dr. Lupo, like
Oh yeah.
this is Lupo. But then after we like chatted a couple of times, I seen him at the airport when I was going to TwitchCon last year, and he was like he saw me before I saw him, and he was just standing over me. I'm like, who the f- is standing right over? Lupo, stop playing, man. So we took a picture and talked and hung out, and it was just a lot of fun. And
That's awesome.
so Lupo, I met Gathalion, Professor Broman, Timmy, Darkness 429. I'm not sure if you know Hip Hop Gamer. I met him a couple of times too.
No, I
Um,
haven't heard of him.
yeah, he's from New York. He's on like Hot 97 and the
I'll say
gaming
it sounds
side of it.
familiar.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
like I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you ever meet this guy, every sentence you're gonna be giving him a 5, because he's from New York, and you know how they are in New
Yeah, I
York.
know how
Like,
they do it. Yeah.
yeah, hey man, it's all good in the neighborhood. You know what I'm talking about? And you say something like, yeah, man, I'm like, I really enjoyed that video you did. Hey man, thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Like every sentence, I'm like, this dude here, man. I said, if I see him afterwards, I'm gonna carry a lot of hand sanitizer with me because we
That's
can't do
funny.
that no more. We gotta do the demolition man high five. You know what I'm saying? We can't do that no more.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Michael Reeves?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I guess him and Pichu are dating now, which is awesome. They look like a really good couple.
Well, I'm gonna have to find out what's going on with that. She ain't tell me nothing.
Yeah, because Michael Reeves joined Offline TV a couple months ago.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. And I think that's what I don't know their relationship too well, but I'm assuming they had a relationship before. But yeah, that's cool.
Lucky
The,
girl.
all the people at Offline TV are pretty good. I don't know. I'm not too fond of Pokimane, but that's
beef?
me.
Beef?
But I do want to talk
If
about.
you was to say like Lenny, yeah.
Did you see the last thing that happened with her?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
This chick
mm,
is, I don't know what she's doing to the Twitch mod team, but it ain't good.
no, reverse that. It is good because she's right back on Twitch.
Oh no, it's good for her.
Yeah, that's what I'm
For
saying.
real.
It's good for her. But I think she got I don't really care. I really think she got them wrapped on right around her finger. Like seriously,
Oh,
but
yeah.
like all the
More
things,
than wrapped around her finger.
all the violations that happen, and you finally get banned one time.
And she
one
had
day.
to ask for it because she was getting so much hate because they weren't doing anything. She literally said she had to be, okay, I'm getting so much hate that they're not banning me. I have to literally ask them to ban me so I can stop getting hate. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, and like I told people this. I said this is a slap in the face to every affiliate, every partner,
Mhm.
and every Twitch staff member that
Oh, yeah.
somebody has to literally ask, like they have to ask to be banned, and then they get the ban, and it's only one day.
Jeez.
So dumb.
One day.
Juice.
And all the other violations that occurred, especially if PETA got involved.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So it's like, okay, she finally get the first ban. That first ban is only one day.
Yeah.
That right there was like, what y'all gonna do now? I got banned. So what? Huh? Now what you got to say?
I don't know how she still has a following. Like these people have to be blind. Like
Or pervs.
or
Pick a
that
poison.
or pervs, yeah. That's true. Twitch thoughts,
I'm gonna go with cheese on that one. That's probably 90% of.
Yeah.
Straight pervs.
All right, so sorry, Cliff. I'm kind of dominating this. You have any
No.
questions before?
I'm loving
before?
it because I'm learning as I'm talking. Because I'm right now names people to look up because I'm new to the Twitch world still. So this is very good. But no, I mean, I mean, just another question for the people who are maybe also new to Twitch and to the streaming community, and maybe that want to maybe might want to become a part of it. Do you have any beginner tips or anything like just that they need to know? Like, what are something like if I want to start doing Twitch tomorrow, what would be like your number one tip to everyone?
Be consistent.
Be consistent.
Don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure everything is quality, high quality. It don't even have to be high quality. Just make sure your microphone, just make sure your stuff is ready. Test everything before you start streaming. That's my opinion. Like
Mhm.
Okay.
every time I go live, I record like a video first because I want to hear everything and how it sounds before I go live. Because if I go live and I hear I'm like uh-uh, nah,
Gotcha.
let's start over. Let's restart.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Always be yourself too. Like don't be afraid to be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's how people will know, okay, this dude is dope. He's original. I like his style. I don't know what he got in his head, but that's cool too. No, like that's what makes you you,
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
a lot of people are like, how can I say this? A lot of people consider themselves to be ashamed of being themselves, so they try to put on a facade. It's like we don't know who you are, but it worked for Dr. Disrespect. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can put on a persona, but you always have to be that persona. You see what I'm saying? You have
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
always, as soon as you come on the stream, you always have to be that persona. So prepare for that too.
Yeah, but Dr. Disrespect is such on another level than everyone else. He is the definition of an entertainer.
Yeah.
Like when I think of Dr. Disrespect, you imagine how much hard work that guy got. Like he has to keep up that character almost 24/7.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, and he is so entertaining to watch.
So that's why I say like prepare for that. Like if you're gonna put on persona, just watch everything Dr. Disrespect do, and just don't
Mm-hmm.
break persona.
Yep.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, you may see a project soon.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh. Okay.
okay. All right.
And one more question to something that KP had talked about earlier in the podcast about people
Mm,
who are just starting out. Because I'll say you've mastered this part of the game of the streaming.
yeah.
How could someone who isn't maybe as entertaining naturally, or at least they don't think they are when they're playing games, like how do you balance enjoying the game while also engaging your fan base while you're playing?
Let me tell you about my engagement. That was
Mm-hmm.
in like what 2011 when I got engaged to my wife. Yeah, yeah. That type of engagement. Yeah, you gotta be ready for it. You're gonna be nervous. You're gonna be nervous. And like the engagement has to be there, because I can watch anybody stream
Mm-hmm.
a game and just like that's it. It's just a game. There's nobody talking.
Yep.
There's nobody interacting. There's nobody giving you like some type of crazy signature move.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are active or if you are interacting as far as on Twitch with your viewers, you'll be surprised how thankful they are that you are doing that. And you don't even have to have a signature move, just like talk to them, you know?
Yeah.
Got you.
It's like just have a conversation. Like if they start something, like where they from, like, oh, I'm from New Mexico. I just moved from Texas, type of thing. Like, oh, word, man. Look, I've been in Florida all my life. I never been out of Florida until a couple of years ago, and I went to New York for the first time. And then that's how the whole conversation starts. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, so like it's like you build up that conversation, and when you build up that conversation, it tends to be something more. Like, you know what? I like this dude. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hit him with a follow. And then that follow, becomes a sub once you get the sub. Like these are things that you have to look at, and this is what you have to build up on. If you don't build up on that, then you're just a person that's playing video games and not responding.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Think about like your whole life you've been in front of a system and you've been saying like, man, come on, man. It's right there. You don't see that sticker right there that we got to get. It's right there. Like you've been doing that majority of your life, right? But when you get on stream, it's
Yep.
like that's why you have to be yourself. Like the same way that you are when you're not streaming, be the same way that you are when you're streaming. And I think what it is, people get the bubble guts, and it's like I don't want to sound, if I do scream, it's high pitched, like, so it's like, no, do it. That's highlight moments for you, and that brings people like, and what the crazy thing is, people make highlights of you, and you don't even know it, and you wonder where you get all these followers from.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you have your highlights. Get those highlights.
Get those highlights.
Like if you get hit by a horror game, Resident Evil 3, yeah, that happened. Highlights though. Like, man, I seen you scream like a little girl. I had to follow you because of that. It'd be crazy reasons why people follow you, but they follow you.
That's great.
That's what's up, man.
All right, so I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I know we're kind of getting to that point, but I want to ask you two more questions. I'm going to ask you a kind of controversial question and then end it on a good note. But so as of recently, we've been seeing lots and lots of more of Twitch streamers asking and begging for money. And they're doing it very shamelessly and to the extent of saying that the people watching them owe them that money because they're providing a form of entertainment, so that they are required just by them coming to the stream that they're required to give that person money. What is what? Yeah, that girl. What are your thoughts on that? Like,
honestly, my thoughts on that, I guess that's their hustle. That's like, think about this, right? Imagine me saying that. Now imagine the results behind that.
Yeah. Yikes.
So that's why when it comes to things like that, I don't see myself ever saying that.
Yeah.
Because just like how I started from zero and I got to where I'm at now, I can go right back to zero.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by I got to work twice as hard or 4 times as hard, because I can't say that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, there's all, like, for her channel, majority of them maybe pervs, majority of them maybe trolls, and they support her because it is what it is. But I don't knock anybody for what they do as far as their hustle. Do your thing. If that's how you get your subs, do you. I think it's crazy how people fall for it, but it is what it is. I really feel like I'm not gonna sit here and force you to do anything that you don't want to do. Like if you watch my channel, because it's free to watch me, a couple of advertisements here and there, but it's free to watch me. But you being here supports me the most. Your view matters to me the most, because it builds up my viewership. It builds up my brand. It builds up my profile. It builds me up. It builds the community.
Mm-hmm.
And building a community is free. You don't need to pay anybody anything. But if you do have Amazon Prime, then you can go ahead and subscribe to Twitch Prime for free.
That's great.
But like just to force people to subscribe to you, that's kind of like virtual mugging. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
You gonna give me $4.99? Give an hour? You can watch me for an hour? Oh, you gonna pay up? I'll cut the camera off. I'll shut down the stream. No, you just see me on the camera, no video game. But some people wouldn't mind that. So yeah, but that you see what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. It's free. I have nothing to complain about. You're watching me. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Virtual mugging.
That's
I'm
awesome.
gonna keep that.
Virtual mugging.
We're gonna clip that. Yeah, I like that.
Put that in the back pocket there.
Yeah.
All right. So my second thing is I saw on your bio on your Twitch that your favorite game is Tetris.
Yeah.
And me, as soon as I see that someone's favorite game is Tetris, I can almost guarantee you're a nerd, right?
Durr.
Because Tetris, that's not a game that's pretty commonly as someone's favorite game. I mean, it's one of those games that you either love it or hate it.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess my question is how did that come to be? Like how your upbringing in the gaming world, how did Tetris become that favorite game for you?
I grew up on Nintendo, overall, and like I said, my very first game that I played was Super Mario Bros. I beat it when I was 1 year old.
Ooh, squad.
And the next game was Tetris. Like, all I had was those. I had the Super Mario Bros. / Duck Hunt / track game, and I had Tetris. When I learned that all you need to do is have a line to clear it out, life was complete. And like, what's crazy about Tetris is that I didn't know anything about T-spins until about like 3-4 years ago. And I've been trying to train myself on how to do T-spins. I'm like, how the world do you do T-spins? And I learned how to do it, and now I just know how to do it like without any hesitation. It's like, boom, okay, T-spin, boom. And the T-spins do a lot more damage than the actual Tetris line, like the 4-line Tetris block. If you get a Tetris, it does massive damage. But if you get like a double T-spin, it does a lot more damage than the actual line.
All right.
Because it's the trickery, okay? It's tricks. It's puzzles to this.
So to those that don't know what you're talking about, what is a T-spin?
A T-spin is a T-block, right? You have to find a way to get that T-block in between the block that's above it. And it is so hard. It's like, how do you get that in there? And when you get it in there, it's something special, and that's why it does more damage, because like you have the like it's like an accidental thing. Like, if you put a block over an open area, that's under it, then that's what builds that T-spin or that T-spin block to where it can fit in there just right, and it moves that whole thing.
Gotcha.
I got demonstrate it.
I've seen it. I was watching you play Tetris the other time. I was like, what? Because I know what a T-spin is, but I've never seen anyone do it like how you were doing it. Like you are insanely good at Tetris.
Shoot, you play it for 30+ years, you better be good at it.
Yeah.
But no, like same thing. Like with anything that you grow accustomed to or you get used to. Like some people grew up on Sonic the Hedgehog. They know how to do everything in Sonic the Hedgehog. They know what the special things are. They know everything, right? Or Streets of Rage or Ninja Turtles or Madden. Like, you've been playing this religiously, and you're just so good at it. Gears of War, Call of Duty, any game that you have grown accustomed to. And once you do grow accustomed to it, it's like, well, I'm used to this now. Like, I know exactly what's going to happen. He's going to try to slide in. I'm going to keep this gun right here. He's going to try to slide in and do something. The second that I see his forehead is over. But look, I told you. So, like, it's like getting used to the games that you play and you master your craft. Same thing with music. You master your craft. Streaming, master your craft.
Sports.
Master your craft. Sports, podcasts, everything. Just master your craft. You can even add a little bit of salt and pepper to it, make it a little spicy. But, it's all on you on how you master your craft.
Yes, sir.
That's
yes, sir.
awesome.
Well, hey, man, look, Cheese, like, I appreciate you coming on the show so much. Thank you for being a new friend of the podcast.
It's been such a pleasure.
Yay!
Shout out to your, definitely give a shout out to your socials. It's everything is at BigCheeseKIT, correct?
Yeah. Every last one of them. Twitter,
Twitter,
Twitch,
Instagram, Twitch.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Look, okay, Instagram. I need to get some more followers. Man. I need to get to 10,000 followers.
Y'all go
Right.
follow Cheese's Instagram.
Yeah, go
Big
follow
Cheese
Cheese at
KIT.
Instagram.
Go
I need
check
to
him
get there.
out.
I got to
Go
get there,
check him
man.
out.
It's so hard, man. Like you gotta do these TikTok challenges and everything to get up there. I'm like, look, I'm getting a little slower because I'm getting older. I can't do all that fast movement, renegade, and all this. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh my goodness.
And before we wrap up, if you got anything else you want to shout out or say, or any upcoming
I do.
projects, go
Oh.
for it.
Oh yeah, well I told y'all one already. I ain't gonna spoil it again. Y'all ain't listening. I do have a charity project coming up this weekend for St. Joseph Children's Hospital in Tampa.
Okay.
All right.
So we're doing that from May 1st to May 3rd, and we're just looking to raise money for the kids. And if you stream, if you're out there, if you want to get involved, you can jump in and you can check me out on Twitter. You can hit me up on Twitter if you're interested. That's one project. A G Fuel project. I ain't gonna spoil again. And just being in the house, you just have a lot of projects. So I have like 3 or 4 more that I can't mention, but you will know when I mention it.
All right.
Got you. We'll be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But,
Well, definitely. I'll make sure I shout out the kids project for sure.
Yay!
Get some eyes on that. That's what's up, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, but I also thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to join your podcast. I truly appreciate it. Shout out to you guys. And
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
All the pleasure is ours.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
Yeah.
All right, man.
You give me motivation to say something behind the mic again.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Anytime. Yes, sir. Look, Cheese, man, keep entertaining the people. I'll definitely be all over your Twitch as usual. Like I said, keep doing what you're doing, man. We love all of it. Kudos to all the success. We know you're gonna keep going up from here. So thank you so much for coming on. And to everybody listening, until next time.
I appreciate it.
Peace.